recent international study by researchers in the U.S. and the Netherlands found that people are less likely to believe the apology of a powerful person than a person with less professional or social status.
They found this to be especially true in the workplace when it came to accepting an apology from a CEO or forgiving them for a transgression. Joining us this morning with her insight on the topic, Rosalinda Randall. She is a social skills, business etiquette, and civility expert and the author of Don't Burp in the Boardroom. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
So why would you say that most employees, in general, maybe a little suspicious of their CEOs and upper management?
Well, one of them is just obvious. They don't know the person, so they're detached. They don't know the nuances of the personality to judge whether they're sincere or not. Then you've got the rumors and gossip and social media about that person, which can be completely wrong, but they already go in with that bias or that impression of that person, therefore not accepting the apology as sincere. They also have expectations that, they should know better. And then coming from the CEO standpoint, which I interviewed a few of them to find out, is, there is a certain aura or demeanor that they have to conduct themselves with. All leaders do, to just instill confidence in the people that they are leading. So to get dramatic or emotional sometimes looks as though it's insincere and dismissive or uncaring even.
Which I think is why a lot of people look at a CEO or a boss and they go, that person is devoid of emotion.
Yes.
Right? They just seem like they make unsentimental decisions.
Yes, and have no desire to get to know the little guy.
Yeah.
But many times they're just, focused on something else or don't have time or need to protect themselves. Like even I would say people in your position, there are certain boundaries when you go somewhere that you don't know how that person is going to approach you as well, as does a CEO. So
why are coworkers more willing to forgive or apologize to junior employees?
Well, one, we can relate.
Okay.
We can, whether it's us directly, we've had experience, or we know of someone. And also, you take into consideration, I think we're more understanding because they don't know all the ropes. They haven't had the experience. Maybe they haven't had as much training as they should have had and make an error. And also, unlike a CEO, any misjudgment or error may follow them for the rest of their career or even get them fired. So I believe that that's why we might be a little more understanding.
And I also feel like when someone isn't at a higher level, they're not thinking about risk management, right? So like a CEO, when he apologizes, he knows that could come with potential liability, right? And maybe a junior person doesn't think that.
No, and also a CEO may be forced to make that apology. He doesn't, he or she doesn't just, answer to themselves. And also going back to the CEO, why we may be, is it a type of CEO that, pardon me, apologizes every other week? Sometimes that's when we just go, roll our eyes. Again, get out of jail card.
Well, then I would imagine you do have some tips for people that are apologizing in the workplace and to do it with sincerity.
Yes, one of it is acknowledge it. Even if you don't think they should have been offended or anything, acknowledge it, clarify, because then you may not have to apologize once it could have been a misunderstanding. Don't make excuses. Don't get dramatic with the body language like woe is me, with the tears. Take responsibility for it. And if anything, do it privately and face to face if possible.
And we've learned, someone else came on and told us when you apologize, say, I was wrong.
Very powerful. He says, don't say I'm
sorry.
Sorry, everybody says I'm sorry. And the three most powerful words is, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Then you really take responsibility.
And name what you think you did, because they might go, no, that's not it.
Right, to be clear. That's not why I'm mad,
You're not here for that.
Once again, Rosalinda Randall is a social skills, business etiquette, and civility expert, and the author of Don't Burp in the Boardroom. You can learn more at her website and follow her on Twitter. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.